This season entails for him, holds in store. He's going to go down as one of the greats in the PBR.
Going, gone! Third time is indeed the charm. Let's just soak this in. Zeke has done it. This is gonna be big. Hey, you mentioned how 90.
Seen him ride them all. If the bull goes right, I kind of give the favor to Marco.
That's a good ride right there by Gucci. Hey, smooth operator. I know he's got some age on him, but he still had a outstanding day.
Outstanding day. I mean,
Olá pessoal, eu estou aqui para trazer para vocês um resumo desse primeiro mês da PBR Unleash the Beast aqui nos Estados Unidos e nada melhor do que começar uma temporada com o touro campeão mundial, o Smooth Operator. Ele foi montado 2 vezes e as montarias foram de sucesso para os cowboys, você vai ver nesse vídeo. Também temos aí José Vitor Leme e Jazz Lockerwood, os 2 favoritos, 2 campeões mundiais favoritos aqui da PBR, estão fora da competição temporariamente porque se lesionaram na primeira montaria que fizeram no ano. Também tem um novo formato da PBR que eu vou explicar já para vocês. O primeiro cowboy da Guatemala a montar na Unleash the Beast aqui nos Estados Unidos e muita informação. Então, vamos devagar, vamos por partes e vamos falar um pouquinho de como começou essa temporada aqui na PBR. A temporada aqui começou com 3 eventos na Flórida, chamado American Roots, e nesses 3 eventos teve um novo formato, onde 30 cowboys estão na competição, os 30 melhores do mundo, né? Os 30 mais bem pontuados do mundo estão na competição da Unleash the Beast e 12 deles vão para o Championship Round. Então você vai ver aí a seguir as montarias do Júnior Patrick Souza e do Maurício Gula Moreira, que foram os campeões dos primeiros eventos lá na Flórida.
Davis. Big Black absolutely does his job. Moreta does his. That should be more than enough to move him to the lead. But the judges have a mind of their own. 89 3/4. We've got a new leader.
Yeah, and that was a really good ride in. You can't draw one up any cooler than this if you're one of the top bull riders coming into the championship round. There is not a better bull to ride than that right there. He's just leaping in the air, kicking just enough to keep you up on your rope. That was a nice out by Big Black and a really good ride by Mauricio.
Moreta capitalizes on 2 bulls heading into his hand and becomes the new #1 with only 1 rider remaining. Sosa is counting down. Comes in today because of the injuries to both Jess Lockwood and Jose Vitor Leme. So just like that, one of the last men in as an alternate takes Sling and Tears the distance, 86 points.
Yeah, big strong guy here. We got to see a little bit of him last summer at the Team Challenge events, and this is a guy that Paulo Crimbra showed me a lot of videos of, and he's a talented guy. I think his confidence got a little bit injured last year, and I'm anxious to see what this guy can do in a full season.
Junior Patrick Sosa. His 86 moves him all the way up to 4th overall in the round. We're 3/4 of the way to filling up our championship round. alternate at any time in your career. Use today as an example. Junior Patrick Sosa got the call, promptly showed up, and now he's 2 for 2, although we're finding out, Mac, that this is under review.
Yeah, it's going to be close on, whether he's there for the 8 seconds or not, but what a big effort from this guy right here, because his head is up, his big old upper body's wanting to get rocked back, and he is trying with everything he's got to stay in the middle of this bull.
If this 8 seconds holds,
he's going to get it.
It's definitely a new leader, and from that angle, I mean, book it, Dano. He's got the 8, and therefore should have a nice big total to go with those 86 points. His best result last year was 3rd in Des Moines, and he moves to the top, 88 1/4.
That was a gutsy effort right there from that guy.
Agora falando um pouquinho dos dois campeões mundiais, Jess Lockwood e José Vitor Leme, os dois estão fora da competição temporariamente porque sofreram algumas lesões. O José estava montando o Dirty Sancho e aí o touro pisou no tornozelo do José, ele quebrou o osso, então ele vai passar por uma cirurgia, ainda a gente não sabe quanto tempo que ele vai ficar fora da competição. Já o Jess Lockwood, ele estava montando o touro Detroit Lion, quando o touro atingiu a mandíbula dele fortemente, parecido com o acidente que o Rubens Barbosa teve o ano passado. O Jess, ele está passando por alguns tratamentos médicos e a gente espera vê-lo em breve lá no Texas, nas competições que vai acontecer por lá. A seguir, você vê as montarias aí de Jess Lockwood e também do José Vitor Leme.
I feel like Lemmy can keep improving.
But our world champ gets trampled on the way to a quick buck off. Oh boy! If you're a PBR fan, the past 2 minutes have not been the way that this was supposed to be scripted. 2021, both the greatest riders we've seen over the past few years are needed to be tended to by sports medicine.
Yeah, and we talked about this bull going to the right. This is where I still think Jose has room for improvement, and this bull just handles him, and then you watch these feet, head, and everything. He's just underneath of this bull and cannot get out of the way. And then that is what you do not want to see.
Immediately holding his right leg up. Just a really awkward landing, number 1. Then number 2, no matter what the bullfighters could do, you just saw Dirty Sancho stayed in that spin, right? And again, for our new fans, the bulls aren't out to harm any of these riders, but they have a pattern to themselves, and once they get in their routine, they don't care. And this is just horrible to see as a fan of this sport, to see our defending world champion in the first out of the year have to be carried off the dirt.
But when he hits a little hump in his back, they've got a chance.
Detroit lean turns out to be Detroit mean, as Jess Lockwood, no chance on that one.
And that thing's a big old diesel right there, too. You check out the bull score, Craig.
45 and a half. Ooh, and Jess visiting with sports medicine right there. From this angle, I think we're going to see the contact perhaps a little bit better.
Yeah, big and strong. Lockwood's back.
Ooh,
shot to the helmet.
The shot. Yeah, that first angle, we didn't get to see that. And no question, Jess took a large uppercut right there.
That was a real one right there. That was a handful, and Detroit lean, not too much lean about that bull.
Well, that bull, in only his second career out, proving that he's going to be around for a while. We just hope he hasn't knocked Jess Lockwood out of contention, certainly in the short term for the rest of the weekend, but long term for the foreseeable future. We'll give you an update on his condition as best we can.
Depois dessa etapa ocorrida lá em Ocala, na Flórida, a PBR partiu para Arcádia. No primeiro dia de evento, os cowboys fizeram uma reunião com a administração da PBR porque eles não estavam contentes com o novo formato. Depois de uma longa conversa, eles decidiram que eles voltariam ao formato original. Como eles estavam no meio do evento, na Flórida, existiu o Championship Round da noite que não vai contar pontos para o Mundial. Mas nesse Championship Round, o Ezekiel Mitchell montou o Smooth Operator e você vai ver aí a seguir nos vídeos essa excelente montaria do Zeke. Em Arcádia também aconteceu o debut de Rodrigo Melgar, um cowboy de 23 anos da Guatemala, que pela primeira vez um cowboy da Guatemala compete na Unleash the Beast. Primeiramente ele estava no Velocity Tour, depois ele foi para o Division Pro e agora finalmente na Unleash the Beast. Infelizmente ele não fez montarias de sucesso nessas primeiras aparições dele e a gente espera que ele tenha um futuro bem promissor na competição de elite da PBR.
Tells for him holds in store. He's going to go down as one of the greats in the PBR.
Going, gone! Third time is indeed the charm. Let's just soak this in. Zeke has done it. This is gonna be big. Hey, you mentioned how 93 points.
Not another feeling in the world like that right there. And look, this is getting out of the way and letting your ability take over. That's what Zeke did. He reacted to what Smooth Operator threw at him. No traps, no gimmicks, just great bull riding.
And I love that you went back to highlight that, partner, because you're right. When you go up against somebody that's going to give you the fastball each and every time, just be ready for it.
No question. A great bull, great ride by Zeke right there. That's what you love to see, and that's the chance you get when you match up these great bulls.
I just love the fact that Zeke, right, whether he's talking to Kate or talking to us before an event, he's never going to shy away from a choice to go up against a bull like that.
He got a cool one for his first one.
Melgar almost had all the right moves, and that was going to be a debut to remember if it had gone 0.7 of a second longer.
Great effort from that guy. And he's just a little high in the saddle the whole time. You can see his free arms up just a little bit high, stuck into his hand. He's trying his guts out to get back to the center, and then finally a big move out of his free arm, gets his shoulders, hips, everything turned, and let safety meeting put him down. Big effort, though, from that guy.
Yeah, good to see the skill set right there. Chances are, after his success in Fort Worth last year to start the 2021 season at the touring pro level, he gets it as a high alternate this weekend. We will probably see Rodrigo again before too long.
What?
Wedding crasher causes the Guatemalan rider to come crashing down as it's another 0, this time at 2 seconds.
And a big move out of here. Big old jump out of here. Little hop skip on his front end. That makes for some tough timing. Feel you and go back the other way, away from you. That was a handful right there, old wedding crasher.
First Guatemalan to ever make it to the Premier Series. He hopes he's back.
Quem iniciou vencendo lá em Arcádia foi Brennan Eldred, ele que montou o PBR Unleash Top na primeira noite, foi o vencedor do Round 1. Já na segunda noite, Cooper Davis e Denner Barbosa, eles empataram. O Cooper Davis montou Bucking for Cash e o Denner Barbosa montou Sunny. Os dois fizeram a mesma pontuação e ganharam o segundo dia de etapa. E na sequência teve o Championship Round, na qual o Kaique Pacheco, brasileiro que é campeão mundial, montou Bill the Butcher e foi o único cowboy que conseguiu fazer uma montaria de sucesso durante o Championship Round, vencendo assim o evento lá em Arcádia. Dá uma olhadinha a seguir nos vídeos desta etapa.
Do not like, you'll see him just wear him out.
Go ahead and post that one. We'll see how many hits on social media Brennan Eldred gets, because at PBR on TikTok just made him an instantaneous star. That was a good ride.
Really good ride. You see him and Dalton Castle there. They're good friends. And funny how that works. Both of them made really, really good rides. But this is it for Eldred. You watch, he never gets up and back. He keeps fighting, staying down. Chin stays tucked, upper body stays down. And PBR at TikTok has an outstanding day.
Still waiting on the final judge to score it. 89 3/4. You mentioned the friendship. Eldred moves a quarter point in front of Castle. Champ Cooper Davis here facing Bucket for Cash. They'll probably take another look at this for time, but Cooper gets the riders off on the right foot, fighting for all 8 of those seconds.
You said it right there. I think that's the key word, fighting for that ride. And because this is such a good little bull. We've seen him at the PBR World Finals. Boudreaux be a bunch of points on him. And here going to the right with Davis. He's wanting him to the outside. He's kind of got him raised up, but he kept fighting and is rewarded for it.
Absolutely, 89 points, and just like that, Cooper Davis goes from 0 to hero. BJ there holding on to Denner's vest. Barbosa, what an effort from the Brazilian. When you get another chance, you make it count like that. 89 points.
That was a heck of a ride. That was a really, really good bull, but the moves right here, that's big right there. That jump, that's front end, people. And then he's a little back out of shade, feet are flying, holds when he's got to. That's as good a ride to me as I've ever seen Denner make. That was an awesome ride.
I'd love to see you either with the telestrator or just verbally break this down a little bit more, because you often talk about that fine line of staying loose but not too loose. He was loose enough to make those corrections.
Loose enough and then reacting. Like, okay, I'm not in the perfect point now, but I know the front end's coming again, and I'm going to catch it. I'm going to get back to that perfect position. That was a great ride. Matchups right here, and needs a big score. It's possible.
The Iceman able to throw a chill over Skeeter Peter. His celebration very warranted, as that one went by the book to the tune of 88.
That is by the book right there. That's by the book how you ride into your hand. And again, watch this guy's head. This bull's trying to snap him up, but with him being able to keep his chin down, that controls his upper body. That keeps it down. That keeps him from getting reared back, keeps him from putting too much pressure on his hand, keeps him from having to make some wild kind of move that gets his hips rocked out of there.
The 2018 PBR World Champ, yeah, he still knows how to ride bulls. Another 8 seconds for Pacheco, running his career total to 215 qualified rides and making sure he, his fans, and the bull riding universe remember career win number 15.
Yeah, and as we watch this back, you look at the hang time, the leap in, the direction change. Pacheco gets back. Sometimes it's not perfect, but you watch his head. It never falters. He never loses sight of Bill the Butcher.
With our top 2 riders in the world out, Pacheco's win takes even more importance. And to further emphasize Mac's point, Pacheco in the form he's in right now could go on a tear for these first few weeks in the American Roots edition to start 2021.
Partindo para Okeechobee, o que aconteceu em Okeechobee foi que a PBR, como aconteceu no evento anterior, ela voltou ao formato antigo da pontuação, porém a diferença é que agora eles são 30 competidores ao invés de 35 que tinha ano passado e 12 apenas vão para o Championship Round. Ano passado eram os 15. Então essa foi a diferença da PBR entre o ano passado e esse ano, com essas mudanças de formatos. A PBR mandou pra gente um e-mail explicando direitinho tudo o que aconteceu nas alterações, como é que vai ser a contagem de pontos. Então basicamente é isso, a única diferença que tem do ano passado é o número de cowboys na competição, que reduziu um pouquinho, mas no mais a pontuação continua no mesmo formato do ano passado. E em Okeechobee também teve a volta do PBR 15-15 Bucking Battle, onde os 15 melhores cowboys do mundo competem numa competição extra para ganhar mais pontos. É claro, mais pontos, mais dinheiro, mais montaria, enfim. E qual foi a surpresa de Marco Eguchi montando o Smooth Operator e fazendo 94 pontos? Foi uma montaria excelente do Eguchi. Eguchi que saiu na frente aí do cowboy número 1 do mundo da atualidade, que é o Cooper Davis, e também do Kaique Pacheco, que é o cowboy número 3 do mundo da atualidade. Ambos fizeram 91,25 e você vai ver essas montarias a seguir.
If the bull goes right, I kind of give the favor to Marco.
That's a good ride right there by Gucci. Hey, smooth operator. I know he's got some age on him, but he still had an outstanding day.
Outstanding day. I mean, and you don't want to take anything away from Marco. You know, the bull might not be that 47 that we've seen him be, but he's still a 45 all day long.
That's as good a ride, though, as to me as you're going to want to see. That's flawless against a ranked bull.
Yeah, he's pushing. He's going to be 46.
Look at
that's
that
championship
score.
That is championship, not just championship round. That's world championship status bull right there.
94 points for Marco Eguchi, smooth operator. So put this in perspective. Back-to-back weeks, they've been 93 and now 94. Great job by Eguchi.
Guys, he's one of the best guys on tour. It just depends on which kayak he knots. Go! Go! Go!
Shows what I know, doesn't it?
Yes, sir. Woo-hoo-hoo! Yes, sir. Woo!
That's just complete domination and control by Pacheco. You're not going to see anybody handle their upper body, lower body, all of it on the back of a bull any better than that, J-Dub.
And this is a bull that you almost would need to be just a tick ahead of the way he bends in the middle, but Kayaki sits right dead center of him, matches move for move. That is so strong core right there.
And another great score, 91.25 for Pacheco. And hey, I've watched and called a lot of these 15-15 bucking battles, and I'm trying to think of when I've seen a better one than this.
I can't remember. I haven't seen one where they was this many 90s back to back to back, and then bust the world champion for 94 in that group.
Mas voltando para a competição regular da PBR Unleash the Beast, quem venceu a etapa de Okeechobee foi Colton Fritzland. Ele que ganhou o segundo lugar no Velocity Tour lá em Greenville, South Carolina, venceu a PBR Unleash the Beast lá em Okeechobee e você vai ver aí a seguir, ele conseguiu as 3 montarias de sucesso com uma maior pontuação, vindo logo atrás com o Cooper Davis, que também conseguiu 3 montarias de sucesso, mas não teve tantos pontos assim, deixando então o caminho livre para o Colton Fritzland ser o grande vencedor de Okeechobee. Confira a seguir as montarias desses 2 cowboys que deram show lá na Flórida.
Fritzland doesn't look like he's going to have any trouble adjusting, J-Dub.
No, he's going to make the adjustments, but let's be fair and let's be honest. That right there is the bulls that he's accustomed to getting on a daily basis at rodeos or Challenger Series of bull ridings at the PBR. Now, when he gets to that championship round or moves into those 15-15s and sees those bulls, you know, Canadian Mist or a smooth operator, those type of bulls, that's where we'll see how those adjustments come in.
Yeah, 86 and a half for
But
Fritzland.
I think he's got it.
Yeah, I did. Well, and you can see the physical attributes are all there, and that's nothing but a mental thing getting into that next level.
Won that national finals rodeo average. So hungry, in fact, that he goes 2 for 2 in his debut weekend. And if he can get 87 and a quarter or better, Fritzland's going to move to the front. He thinks he deserves it.
I do too.
He gets 86 and 3/4, ever so close.
I thought this was a really good ride. And look, he was never exactly where he wanted to be, and he never panicked. Keeps his chin tucked the whole time. Old Two Socks, I've seen him pull a handful of guys down already this season. Fritzland doesn't allow it to happen. That was a really, really good ride by him. This kid's for real, man.
That score bumps Marco Aguche out of the top 12, puts Colton in second overall and well placed. J-Dub, what's he saying? Here we go. Stops and starts, but Fritzland's gonna move to the lead. All he needed was 8, and after this celebration, that's what the excitement is like in your debut event. Welcome to the big leagues, Colton. 87 points.
And Zero Time has kind of a weird day here. Jumping and kicking, and then gets a little hung up right here. But this guy does a great job of being patient, waiting, and he finds his spot. All 3 bulls he rode just hands down. Like, there was never no question that he was going to get the 8 seconds.
I love, right, that he looked around with his thumb up like, are we going with the thumb up? Are we going with qualified ride? Great stuff. How about that? Getting to celebrate with some people that know a thing or two about winning. Fritzland fired up.
Após essas 3 semanas de competição, quem está na liderança é Cooper Davis, que está em primeiro lugar, seguido de Júnior Patrick Souza, Kaique Pacheco no terceiro lugar, Maurício Gula Moreira no quarto e Colton Fritzland no quinto lugar. Estes são os 5 cowboys mais bem pontuados na competição mundial da PBR Unleash the Beast. A gente fala bastante dos cowboys, mas agora tá na hora de falar dos touros. Os favoritos de 2021 são Smooth Operator e Riding Solo. Os dois têm a mesma pontuação, seguidos de Detroit Lion e Didi Wa Didi. Didi Wa Didi? Didi Wa Didi? Eu vou aprender a falar o nome dos touros. E como você já viu algumas montarias do Smooth Operator, que tal você dar uma olhadinha agora no Riding Solo?
Solo able to swing Circada off to the right side, and then just by perhaps dumb luck, Alex avoids some serious contact as Solo continued his pattern to the left. That ride ends at 4.8.
That is such a cool bull. Look at those bull scores, too. 46.
Wow.
That's awesome, man. Early on, we've got one setting themselves up as a new contender in the World Championship bull race right there.
Well, we've talked about the riders continuing their momentum from World Finals last year. Riding Solo, remember, was in that running for the ABBI title.
Yeah, that's a bull that expect that out of him every time you see him. That's not a fluke trip right there.
Oh,
gosh, that's a good bull.
If you're at home, rewind that DVR and enjoy the show a second or a third time, because Riding Solo just brought it. 47 points.
And it's well worth it. That is not an overblown score. You cannot get a bull to do anything more than that. That is just athleticism, power, speed, you name it. He's got it all.
46 yesterday, 47 today.
There's your front runner right there. I mean, obviously.
Definitely.
And I don't care what other bulls you're wanting to throw in the mix. That one right there is going to be something to get around.
Eu sei que tem muitos fãs perguntando de Silvano Alves, o brasileiro que é tricampeão mundial da PBR. A gente aqui é super fã do Silvano, eu adoro o Silvano, sempre que a gente pode, a gente faz uma entrevista. Ele é super carinhoso com a nossa equipe aqui. Então a gente pediu para a PBR enviar para a gente um especial do Silvano para que a gente possa mostrar para vocês. Silvano atualmente é o 9º colocado na classificação mundial. Ele montou 9 touros e dos 9 ele teve 3 montarias de sucesso, 2 vezes montando o Mr. Majestic. E também ele montou o Hammer Down. Então você vai ver a seguir algumas montarias do brasileiro que é tricampeão mundial da PBR, um dos favoritos aqui do nosso canal. Mas antes da gente mostrar aí as montarias do Silvano Alves, eu gostaria de pedir para vocês que ainda não se inscreveu no canal, aproveita aqui para se inscrever, ativa o sininho que toda vez que a gente postar um vídeo novo você vai ficar sabendo. E falando um pouquinho do resumo da PBR, os próximos eventos vão acontecer no Texas, serão 3 eventos lá no Texas, e a gente vai ter provavelmente a Global Cup competição lá em Las Vegas, ó, tô torcendo aqui para que a gente consiga ir para Las Vegas para fazer uma cobertura especial para vocês lá de Las Vegas. Enquanto isso, a gente aguarda aqui as informações da PBR, que sempre carinhosamente manda pra gente informações e vídeos da PBR Unleash the Beast e de outras competições aqui nos Estados Unidos. A PBR que tá fazendo um excelente trabalho em manter os eventos vivos, né? Em manter essa competição viva, as montarias em touros que a gente ama tanto. É claro que com algumas mudanças, porque são necessárias devido ao Covid, é um dos poucos esportes que conseguiu, né, se manter vivo aí durante muito tempo nessa pandemia. Então a gente agradece carinhosamente a equipe da PBR por esse apoio, por mandar os vídeos, e também a gente agradece por manter viva essa competição. Muito obrigada, PBR, vocês estão fazendo um excelente trabalho. É claro que nem sempre a gente concorda com todas as coisas, mas a gente está aqui feliz para que esse evento aconteça, porque somos todos fãs da PBR, de montaria em touro, dos cowboys, dos touros, enfim, da competição em si. Eu espero ver vocês em breve. Continua aqui ligadinho no nosso canal, aproveita para divulgar para os amigos, para a família. Vamos assistir, vamos dar uma força aqui pra gente, tá? Então, a seguir, como prometido, vocês vão ver Silvano Alves neste início de temporada na PBR Unleash the Beast.
Still a draft. You need to be in those first few slots.
Go ahead, Silvano.
Not only did Silvano hear my partner when he said to leave the chute, but he did what he's done oh so well throughout his career. Kept that head down and finished the task at hand. Alves is on the board. 84.5.
Yeah, it makes a good solid ride here on a nice bull, never out of shape, wasn't on the clock. You know, that was a good job all the way around.
Is ticking.
calling for him. Here we go. Ball champ ride.
Alves with another 8-second dose of magnificence as Mr. Majestic goes down, and Silvano, the first to have 2 scores today. 86 1/4, he moves to the top of the heap.
Really a good ride for Silvano, too. He never takes the bait and gets sucked down to the inside too far on this bull, because he's wanting him there the entire time, and Silvano does a great job of not letting that happen.
That's qualified ride 424 in his career, and we all got to witness the excitement and the passion that Alves still has for doing his job. He's the #1 man here in Ocala. Seconds, and there's the nod. You don't win 3 world championships without having the ability to dig yourself out of a hole or a jam. Alves took everything Mr. Majestic threw at him and came out on top, 87 3/4.
Yeah, and a really good ride by Silvano. And look, every now and then in a guy's career, you run across a bull that most people don't like, and for whatever reason, y'all just click. Silvano and Mr. Majestic click. He's going to ride that bull anytime he gets on him.
It's been fun these past few seasons to watch Silvano really show his emotions, and it was very evident there. 425. We've got a fun qualified ride watch going.